Friends, welcome to Edu Ethics. And now we are going to start with class ninth English, chapter number 6. The name of the chapter is Weathering the Storm in Ersama. So, what do you mean by weathering? Now, weathering means challenging or facing the storm in Ersama. So, Ersama is a small town in the coastal Orissa. So, the cyclone that hit Orissa in October 1999 killed thousands of people. So, here we are talking about a cyclone which hit Orissa in 1999, October 1999, and due to which thousands of people killed, they lost their life and devastated hundreds of villages. Devastated means damaged hundreds of villages for 2 dreadful nights. Dreadful means something which haunt others. So, for 2 dreadful nights, Prashant, a young man, he was 19 years old, he was marooned. Marooned means trapped. Okay, on the roof of a house. On the third day, he decided to go to his village. Did he find his family? So the question is कि क्या उसको उसकी family मिलती है? Because at that time, as we know, there were no networks. People can't talk to each other through technology and gadgets, devices that we use today. No networking was there at that time. Even if there would be, it would obviously not possible for this boy Prashant to talk to his parents, his family, or it would not be possible for any other person as well, because during storm we know all electricity, all electric connections, networks, internet, they get damaged. So this is the question, that did he find his family on the third day when he went to his house. So let's see. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, okay, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Ersama, a small town in coastal Orissa, some 80 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. So what happened was कि on October 27th, 1999, or you can say 27th October 1999, it was after 7 years of his mother's death. Prashant planned that he would visit his friend's house. His friend's house is in the block headquarters of Arsama, and Prashant decided that he would spend the day with his friend. So, what happened was that it was in the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. That means all the symptoms of cyclones, storms, they were visible now, and which indicates that there was a storm which was gathering. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. So winds were blowing, and Prashant was like, I didn't have ever seen this kind of thunderstorm. What to do now? So heavy and incessant. Heavy and incessant. Incessant means which is unpleasing, which is not peaceful to us. It is not pleasing to us. So that is unpleasant. Rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to the earth. Streets rent the air as people at the house were swiftly washed away. तो घर सब कुछ टूट गए थे, and there was a scream rent in the air, that means which was roaming there in the air, as people and houses were swiftly washed away. People were killed, houses were damaged. Now the angry water swirled, that means twist and turned into his friend's house. मतलब twisted turn form में वो घर में घुसा in his friend's house neck deep. Now, the building was of brick and mortar, these are the supporting materials, and was strong enough to survive the destruction, the devastation of the wind's velocity. You have to remember the wind's velocity, wind speed, that is 350 kilometers per hour. So, the cold terror of the family, cold terror means fear of the family with the crashing trees that had uprooted and fallen on the house. So what was happening was there were trees which were uprooting and falling on their houses, sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roofs and walls. तो दिन रात हर समय वो गिरते रहते थे पेड़. They were damaging the roof and the walls of the house. The crazed destruction, the destruction which was like a crazy person, है and he was, or the destruction was like this कि जो वो कर रहा है वो कर रहा है, he don't have the reason is he doing right or wrong. Okay, now what happened next was, although it was, yes, so for next 36 hours the search of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours. That means destruction wrought by cyclone and the oceanic current, they were uh, continued for next 36 hours, and although speed had reduced somewhat by the next morning, to escape water rising in the house, Prashant's friends, family, and as well as Prashant, they decided that we will be taking refuge on the roof of the house. So Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at the first glimpse of the devastation. Glimpse means nazar of the devastation wrought, that means brought by the super cyclone in the grey light at the of the early morning. So a raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. Like you have dead bodies, you have animal carcasses, that means animal dead bodies, human corpses, you have human dead bodies. So they were floating there in the water in every direction. So all around what he could see was old trees which were fallen. Now there were two coconut trees which have been fallen on the roof of their house. So this was like a blessing in disguise. So yes, it was something which was dangerous, but it was something which was like this ki, oh my god, we are blessed by the god, because these trees they have the tender coconuts, means coconut which have, which are approved, which get detached from the trees. So they were happy having those tender coconuts from the trees, kept the trapped family from starving, means भूख से बचा रखी थी in several days that followed. Now, for the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. Huddled means trapped. Okay, hustled or bustled, what you can say. Rushed भी बोला जा सकता है. The froze, that means ठंड जो थी उस समय पे, and incessant rain जो चल रही थी, जो rain water था, that washed away all the tears from his eyes. Now the only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? So 2 days later, what happened? It was like 2 years for him. So now the rainwater stopped and the rain water slowly began to recede, reduce. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. That means to meet his family, to see his family. But situation was not still under control. It was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleased him that you shall stay here quite longer. But Prashant knew he had to go. He had to go to his family. So he equipped himself, that means he accompanied himself with a long, sturdy stick. Sturdy means strong stick. And then he started on his 18th year, 80 kilometers expedition back to his village through the swollen flood water. It was a journey he would never forget. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine where the water was most shallow. So, at places the water was waist deep and progress was slow. He would not able to walk properly. At several points, he lost the road and had to swim. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle. That means ये चाचा जी के दो दोस्त थे जो उसको मिले who were also returning to their village. So they decided to move ahead together. So as they waded, that means forced away through water, the scenes they witnessed they grew more and more macabre, dangerous, deadly scenes they were able to see now this time. So they had to push away many human bodies, like human bodies of men, women, and children, and there were carcasses of dogs, cattle, goats that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. That means they were floating there in the water. In every village they passed, they could barely see a house standing still. Prashant was like now he started more and more, uh, crying because loud and long he was starting to cry because he was like कि उसकी family जीवित होगी या नहीं होगी. So he was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe, this destruction. तो वो उसको नहीं सह पाए होंगे. Now, eventually, Prashant reached the village Kalikuda. Name of the village is Kalikuda, which is in Arsama. So, his heart went cold. Where their home once stood, there were only the remnants, means the remains of the roof. So, once upon a time, there was a huge house, and now it is just the remnant of its roof. That means the remainings of the roof, which could be seen there. Some of their belongings were caught, they were there, they were mangled and twisted in the branches of the trees. That means वो से जड़ जो पेड़ की trees की uh, ये होते हैं branches में फंस गए थे, just visible above the dark water. So young Prashant he decided to go to Red Cross shelter. So it's a society which basically has a duty. Its duty is to protect people from such kind of destruction, to give them shelter. So among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother, his nani. Weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. Outstretched यानी कि आगे बढ़े उसको गले मिलने के लिए, मे बी. And her eyes brimming means they were filled with happiness, and she said it was a miracle. They had long given him up for death. तो उनको क्या लग रहा था कि प्रशांत मर गया होगा, एंड प्रशांत वॉज ऑल्सो थिंकिंग लाइक दिस, राइट, दैट मे बी उसकी फैमिली नहीं रही हो. So quickly word spread that Prashant's alive, and his extended his huge family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. The Prashant anxiously, that means in a worried way, scanned the motley means people he didn't know. So वो कैरेक्टर्स, वो लोग जिनको जानता नहीं था उसको भी वो देखता है. बैटर्ड ग्रुप था, इट वॉज द बैटर्ड ग्रुप मीन्स अ इंजर्ड ग्रुप. His brother and sister, his uncle, aunts, they all seem to be there. Okay, now what happened next day? As he took in that desperate situation in shelter, he decided to grip over himself. He decided to be strong. So then what he sensed a deathly grief settling upon 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. उनका दुख वो देख रहा था. So there were 86 lives which were lost in the village. There were 96 houses which had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So far they had survived on green coconut, but now they were few to go. They were basically now finished. So, for such a tumult of people, ट्यूबल पीट्स confused sad group के लिए बहुत थोड़े से ही बचे थे अब coconut. So now what Prashant is saying, Prashant, all of 19, he decided to be the leader of his village. if no one else did. So, what he did, he organized a group of youths and elders to jointly pressurize the merchant to once again to part with his rice means उनको खाने को अन्न दिया जाए. Now, this time, the delegation means these youth representatives, including Prashant, they succeeded and they returned triumphantly means happily. Wading means forcing through the receding water means reducing water with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. Now, what happened? Branches from the fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. So, जो branches थी fallen trees की were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. उन्होंने चावल वगैरह बनाया gather करके trees की जो fallen branches थी उनको. And for the first time in 4 days, to survivors in the cyclone shelter, they were able to fill their bellies, fill their stomach. Now, the next task was to clean the shelter of filth, that means dirt, urine, vomit, floating carcasses, and tend to wounds and fractures of the many who had been injured. 10 means to look up to the wounds and fractures of many who had been injured in this cyclone. So, what happened on the fifth day? A military helicopter flew over the shelter and they dropped some food parcels. It then did not return. So, the youth task force they gathered empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomach. So, this was basically communicating to the passing helicopters that we are hungry. So, yes, the message got through, and after that, the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. Now, Prashant found that large number of children had been offered. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. The women were mobilized to look after them while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. Now, what happened as week passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that women and children they were seeking deeper and deeper in their griefs, in their sadness. So, what he did, he persuaded women to start working in food for work NGO. That means you will do work, you will get food. Then, started by the NGO, and for children, he organized the sport events. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. The Prashant was engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up their broken pieces of their lives. So, the initial government plan was to set up an institution for orphan and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted as it was felt that in such an institution, children would grow up without love and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. Right. The Prashant's group believed that orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in the foster families which do not have children, and to those who are widows. So it is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This child, Prashant's wounded spirit, injured spirit, was simply healed because he don't have the time to think about his own pains and griefs. His handsome youthful face is what widows and orphan children of his village seek out most in their darkest hours of grief. Right? So this is the whole chapter. Thank you.